All right, y'all. Here we are, another episode of Historical Markers. We're in Clay County, Illinois, and right here beside Interstate 50, not Interstate 50, State Highway 50. I don't even know where I'm at. So we are here today to give you some markers in Clay County. So stay with us, stick along, and see what we learn, because it's all new to me. We're here today in Flora, Illinois, outside the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Depot Museum. And on the grounds is our marker that we're looking for. And this is for, what's the trees of shade? It's going to be kind of hard for you to read along with me. But it says Lieutenant Colonel George Rogers Clark, 1752 to 1818, Illinois Regiment, Virginia State Militia, at 1778, 1779. Footprints of the Brave. It was on February 12, 1779, when a little band of Revolutionary War soldiers marched across what we now know as Clay County. It was the Illinois Regiment of Virginia State Militia led by Colonel George Rogers Clark, with Captain Bowman as second in command, under the orders of the Governor of Virginia, Patrick Henry. It was a forced march of 130 heroes, benumbed in the cold and constant rain, in nearly freezing temperatures, with no shelter, but yet determined they were to attack the British at Vincennes, which was Fort Sackville, and free themselves from British tyranny. They followed the Vincennes-Kaskaskia Trail that passed through the center of present-day Flora. On this weary track, which lasted over 2 weeks, there was no doubt that each step became an obstacle. Somewhere in this area, pack horses were unloaded and mounted men rode northward on the prairie to hunt buffalo for much-needed food. According to Captain Bowen's journal, the company marched onward, and it was late at night before the hunters were able to rejoin the main body. It was then that 2 precious days were spent crossing the flooded Little Wabash River. Enduring great hardships, Clark and his men would receive the surrender of General Hamilton on the 25th of February, 1779. As we ponder the deeds of this little band of patriots who once passed our way, it seems like a miracle that the venture was successful. In the conquest of the old Northwest Territory, they managed to wrest from the British Empire the future states of Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, and part of Minnesota. If there ever is a roll call of the brave, these patriots should answer. They were some of the finest soldiers who ever walked the face of the earth. May they always be properly remembered. Written by Harley Bonham, author and historian. And then there's this nice little courtyard area, and they have a nice statue. And this was also put here by Harley Bonham. It says, "We have built our cities on the ashes of their campfires." And the sculptor for the statue is Don Leroy Morris. George Rogers Clark statue dedicated in 2005. So there we go. We are here just outside of Flora, Illinois, outside the Floyd Henson Junior High School. And we're here for this marker. It says Lewis Baldwin Parsons. Near this site was the home of Brevet Major General Lewis B. Parsons, who lived in Flora from 1875 until his death in 1907. Born in New York in 1818, Parsons graduated from Harvard Law School and began practice in Alton, Illinois. In 1854, he moved to St. Louis, where he became president of the Ohio and Mississippi Railroad. During the first year of the Civil War, Parsons was commissioned captain of the volunteers in the Union Army. In 1861, he was given charge of river and rail transportation in the Department of the Mississippi, and in 1864 was placed in charge of river and rail transportation for the entire Army. Cool. That's neat. We're here in Louisville, Illinois, outside the Clay County Courthouse for the Clay County Veterans Monument. And there's several different things going on here, which is awesome. Wonderful flag display. And it's dedicated to those men and women who served in the armed forces for the United States of America, and in special memory of those who gave their lives. And it has all the different branches represented. And then down on the ground are bricks laid that have names engraved, and that's for all those who gave their lives. So there's various benches and things from the different organizations. All right, guys, that was Clay County, Illinois, historical markers, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And stick with us here at the Freedom Field Life. We're continuing to put new content out a couple of times a week. And so let me know what you're thinking of what we're doing. Do you like it? Would you like to see something else? Give me some feedback. So I hope to see you in the comments later on, and stick with us as we go looking for more historical markers.